Focused on November, but man, we got to talk about how gorgeous Halloween night was, especially if you're out trick-or-treating with the kiddos. Emma, I love seeing photos of your son. How did it go?
It went really good, and yes, I agree. I was very thankful for the weather because it wasn't cold, it wasn't too hot, and thankfully it didn't rain. Now, as we went over towards the weekend, we did drop fairly cold into those at least upper 20s for some of our locations, but as of now, I will say it's going to be a little bit more, a couple more days before we actually end up in that position again. So if you did bring in some plants, I already brought mine back outside. We should start to get warmer and hopefully they can enjoy that sunshine because that's all we're dealing with for this week. Brookside camera all on our way to RV Weather Camera Network. If you do have plans today or the next, really the rest of this week, you're wondering if we're going to be seeing any rain, we're actually going to be very dry and warming up. So I'll show you that in just a little bit. But right now we're at a nice 50 here in Tulsa, still seeing some upper 40s. And as we go towards the next couple of hours, we'll eventually be back in the upper 50s by 9 o'clock and a nice 66 by 11 o'clock. So if you are planning to go out on a walk, have a jacket, a sweater. You could probably get away with keeping that all day long. It is going to be a nice afternoon. We're looking at low 70s to upper 60s towards the north. Eventually, some of us may be in the mid 70s just off towards the south there in McAllister. But your winds are going to be calm now, and then we'll eventually start to pick up overnight, gusting upwards of 20 miles per hour, and then continuing potentially 30 to 35 miles per hour by Tuesday afternoon. So fire weather, that's going to be a concern we're going to be watching for on Tuesday. So in the morning, we've got upper 50s, low 50s, upper 40s, low 50s. And then by the afternoon, a nice 77 as a high. But those winds, as mentioned, could be gusting upwards of 30 to 35 miles per hour. And we will keep that trend a little bit warmer than average. Keep in mind, we are in November after all, but we've got some 70s at least back in the forecast Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we have another front that's going to be moving in, and it'll drop us back into the upper 50s for this coming weekend. So overnight lows, at least for those who are at least wondering if we're going to be in those 30s. We do have some 50s. I will say next best chance to be waking up in those 30s won't be